Right, so on our previous video, we saw how we could add up all these logins and it was really working fine. Yeah, we will be working on the sign up as well, so you don't have to worry. We will add a sign up screen and it's really gonna work perfectly fine. So what we're gonna do is just fetch the information here. It's really important, right? It's really important. So we're just gonna fetch it right here. So what we're gonna do is let's just stop our project. Now let's go to all servers. That is going to be servers here. Is really important. What we're going to do from the server side here is really important. Let's right click and go to view. Now first thing first, we just have to import my sql.data.mysql client. Is very important. Now let's come down here, and before we do a load up, I'm just going to declare cn as new mysql connection. Then we say dimcm as new mysql command. All right, then we say dimdr as mysql data reader. Right, so we're just going to say private with events. Then we state maybe, you know, I don't know, I don't want to use a label for now, so let's just keep all these in line. Now let's go ahead and then create a sub, and I'm just going to call this load data. So inside this sub, what I'm going to say basically is I'm going to call the db connection dot open. I'm just going to open the connection, then I say cm equals to new mysql command, and this command is now going to be selected from, we're going to select from somewhere, right? So there are some things we have to select, and basically we want to select from the VPN links. Get that in mind. You're just going to select the server username, password. Yeah, the server username and password. Server username and password. So we're just gonna say select server username password, right? Then you say from where. So we're just gonna say VPN links. That is the name we gave to this. That is VPN links. Yeah, so we are fetching it from the VPN links. Now we simply have to call the db connection.connect, just like this. Now the dr should be equals to cm.execute reader. Now we're just going to use with the dr.read. Then we say now we want to fetch the information to somewhere, right? This is really important. We want to fetch an information to somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to set up some private with events. Then I'm going to call this L1, stands for label 1. So it's going to be as new label. So I'm just going to say private with event L2 as new label, private with event handle L3 as new label. Perfect. So these are very sorry, these are very important, and you have to really understand. So from here, what I'm going to say is I'm just gonna use how do I say this, I'm just gonna use these guys to fill it up. So I'm just gonna say L1, just call the L1. Then let's first use from let's use from the tab, right? So this is going to be LBL, maybe how do I say this? LBL, maybe username or something, right? So it's good, just gonna be something like LBL user, LBL country. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what we can do from here. Let's go to that is from the server. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is whenever it loads, we're just gonna load the data. This is very, very important. Just gonna load the data. But with this end with, we just have to close the dr, sorry, and we just have to say db connection dot close. Just have to close the connection. This is very important. All right, this is really good. So we can assign some values and other things to the string, right? This is really, really important. Okay, now let's see the load event. This load event is very, very important, right? This load event is really, really important. So whilst this is loading, let's see what we can do here. We're just going to say dim da as new mysql data adapter, and this is going to be selecting from a database. So we're just going to say select, then we use the star sign, then we say from. Now we have to select it from the link, so we're just going to say VPN underscore links, right? So that is where we're gonna select it, and now just gonna call the db connection dot connect, just like this. Now we have to dim dt as new data table, right? So da dot fill is gonna fill the dt, right? Excellent. Now yeah, it's gonna fill the dt as we can see here. Really, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. So let's test it out. But before we test this, we just have to make good use of the tab we have here. So what I'm going to do is oh come on, what have I done? Yeah, I'm simply going to say private with events, and I'm going to call this tab as new ctl tab. Oh, come on. Yeah, just like this. And remember that we were trying to add something to the dr, so it's going to read from it's going to read from the tab. So the tab should be equals to new ctl tab, just like this. And now we can say maybe the l1 should be equals to new label. You know, we are calling those functions or those features. So let's see what we have here. Save this, and now let's go to the servers. Let's try to delete everything in here since we don't really need them now. Okay, let's just save this and let's start it again, and let's see. Oh, come on, we have to add a flow layout panel, so let's just stop it, else it's not going to work. So go back here, and all we're going to say after this is we're just going to say the flow layout panel we've added here dot controls dot add, and it's just gonna add the tab. So it's just gonna add the tab to our project, and that is really gonna be mind-blowing, right? That is really gonna be mind-blowing. So let's see what we have here. So let's see from the server. We don't have anything here, but I think it should be able to load it up, at least add this. So I think we have to build a project, we have to build a solution. Okay. Okay. So I think we have to yeah, it should be able to add the tabs. Yeah. So yeah, let's try it once again. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we have here. It is not loading anything. Why? Is there any error? Nah. Really? Let's check this out. Right, so let's try to just print something there. So what we're gonna say is I'm just gonna select from only the server for now. So let's do this. So select from server this, and I'm just gonna say before I do this, I'm just gonna say the ct tab dot lbl. Remember we added a text lbl. Is it gonna be lbl because we already have a label here, lbl country. So let's go back. We're just gonna say lbl country. The text should be equal to, we call the dr dot item, and the item is actually going to be the name of it. So it's going to be server, just like this from the top there, and you're just going to convert this to string, just like this. Oh, so we're not going to call the tab the ctl, we're just going to call the tab, just like this. So we should be able to see this server, which is this server link right there. I'm just going to use the server name instead. Let's just use the server name. So we're just going to say username, just copy this and paste this right here, and that should really work. No, that should really work. Let's test it once again and let's see. Okay, it's really not working. So let's go to the tab, not the tab, the server here. Just want to add one button to perform something. I'll just remove it later. So we just have just a common button here, and I just want this button to load the data. Okay, I'm just gonna click on start right now. There you go. So you see it is loading the data, and we have the data name here. So we just have to make sure we have the length of the data, and it shouldn't add this, but it should add the length of the data. But hopefully we were able to get the links right in there, right? Okay, so this really looks amazing, and I really enjoyed that. Okay, yeah, so that is from the VPN, and yeah, You can see we have VPN free here. Let's make it this another title or something. So we're just gonna go back, click on this again. We just have to do a hard to restart. Okay. Okay. So that is what we have done so far, and I really love it.